Johnny, whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, bud?
Good. Doing great.
Just
Doing it.
Just loving this game.
I mean, it's a bad game. I'm going to be completely honest with you and have it's 104-104 Mavs Nuggets right now.
No crapper.
Jamal Murray got kicked out.
Fellas, what's up?
Punching Tim Hardaway.
What up, Dave?
Hey.
What's Luka's stat line tonight?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, wait, I know it.
Let's take a look.
I know he had 27, 7, and 9 in the first half. I know that.
He had 20. Yeah, he had 21 the first
21.
half.
Excuse me.
He has 28, 10, 16 assists, 16 assists, and 4 steals.
He has what?
And they're like,
don't you? No, get that out of your mouth, sir.
4 steals.
Get it out your mouth.
I thought those don't count.
If Chris Dunn had 28 points, 10 rebounds, 16 assists, his steals would count too. You gotta have cake to put icing.
Oh, so that's the rule. You gotta be a scorer to have steals count.
Well, you got to do something else besides that. Be the only thing. Be like, we got to play him. He's second in steals.
I got you. Oh, so yeah, Michael Jordan was.
You're allowed to have, you're allowed to have sugars sparingly on the food pyramid. You're supposed to have it,
like the natural sugars that exist in fruit, right?
But you have to have breads and veg and dairy. Like, you can't just have sugar and be like, we're number one in sugar.
Sugar. Yeah, that's what I told you, John. Steals are important when you're winning. Steals are important when you're winning. That's what I told you.
They're not important, but they're not important when people use it as the. I'm just saying that you can't use it as an argument, especially for Chris Dunn, as an argument like it doesn't make any sense to be. 2.1 steals is better than 1.9. Like, that's a dumb steal. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Luka steals.
Speaking of Luka's stat line,
we're still pretty good.
You know who's flirting with a triple-double right now?
Thad Young.
Boom!
Dude. You mean the vet mob?
Dude.
Captain the vet mob?
Yeah.
What's the vet mob? That's the name? You come up with that?
Officially.
No. It's how did it start, Peck?
So people have been trying to come up with different names of what to call the bench unit for, because back in the day when the Bulls were good, it was the bench mob, right, Big Dave? And
okay.
Now, because the Bulls bench is comprised entirely of, savvy vets like Otto and Thad and Garrett Temple, some people started calling it the vet mob. And I believe it was our buddy Mark K from Down Under, host of Bulls HQ,
Thunder,
who was really pushing for Vet Mob to be the name that stuck. And then so our other pal, the blind guy, who loves putting up his Twitter polls, was like, all right, we're gonna do a Twitter poll about what we're gonna call the Bulls bench officially this season, and he wanted to name it PYT. Which, a nod to
pretty
MJ,
young thing,
but Porter,
great
Young,
song.
and Temple.
God, it's a great name if it didn't come from Fred.
Right. So basically, everybody on Bulls Twitter decided that while Fred's idea was actually pretty clever, we all voted for Vet Mob because it would piss off Mr. Polls. He even put in the selections on the poll, parentheses PYT. Correct answer. Vet Mob, parentheses, incorrect answer. Because that's how he always has done his polls. He's like, there's clearly a right answer that I have in mind, and I want all of you to agree with me.
He's going to be sued by Dominion.
Dude, for $1.3 billion.
That's funny. I didn't know all that. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
I think Vet Mob is better. I mean, because it encompasses the entire bench instead of just pointing out 3 players.
Yeah. And so Vet Mob won handily in said poll.
Oh, okay. It's a good name. I like it.
Adam Lakina, Feast is Famine. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you.
Happy Mondays.
Woo! Guys.
I got snow to shovel.
This game feels like deja vu to me. Just all of the elements of this game have just felt like, we've watched this every night.
Going against Elite. But look at the score, though. But you're going against Elite, though. You're going against the best.
Garrett Temple, I think, just got hit in the misters.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm ahead of y'all. Let me back up. Let me back that thing up.
Use a fine butter. Push back that ass. Whoa, that was.
I mean,
come on! You can't give him an offensive rebound on that air ball.
Agreed.
Tristan Thompson hasn't attempted a shot.
Wow.
Jeez, Louise.
10 rebounds.
Wow.
Oh my God, you're right. He is 0 for 0.
That's pretty impressive.
It's good for born against distance.
Hasn't even been to the free throw line.
Doesn't even try. You have to shoot for. You have to try to shoot the basket to get foul. Shoot a free throw.
There you go.
Did Lowry actually just grab an offensive board?
He realized he was tall.
Look at that.
Good job. Look at that, big fella.
Big Dave,
Good for you.
I thoroughly enjoyed your tweet earlier tonight, which is something I feel like I've heard a million times. When you said, "I hate when Lowry forgets that he's 7 feet tall."
I can't stand it, man. I can't stand it.
It's like
I can't stand him.
Just needs to like put a Post-it note on the front of his jersey.
Seriously,
and it's like,
man.
"Hey, Lowry, you're 7 feet tall."
Like, look how he goes up. Like, that bothers me too. How he goes up. It's not a committed to an act when he goes up. Like, he doesn't say, "I'm going up strong," and I don't care what happens. He kind of goes up timid and tries to resist. Like, watch it. Just watch it again. Like, he doesn't go up strong. Like, he didn't go up strong at all.
No, like, as soon as the contact comes, he kind of, like, recoils.
Yeah.
As opposed to being like, "No, I'm going to muscle through you."
Yeah. There's no commitment to it. Like, he doesn't commit to it. He tries to finesse it, and you can't finesse it, when you're trying to go up strong. You either go up strong or you don't. And he just has to get that, because then he'll get foul calls if he goes up strong. Then they'll call a foul for you.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it happens. This is why you always see guys like, I don't know, even Daniel Gafford gets foul calls, for God's sakes, because he goes up strong.
Right.
Like, he'll go to the free throw line. Oh, you went up strong. Oh, we'll reward you for actually doing that. Lowry it really truly bothers. I tell you, it bothered me so much last game. He had a play, Matt. The Pat Williams tip dunk. When just watching how Lowry went up, I mean, made me so mad, just because he didn't go up at all kind of strong. He did like a sweeping hook in the lane, and how do you run to the lane and then run away from it? Like it was like I ran to it and then he went this way, and then just said, "Oh no, I'm gonna try to do it this way. There was somebody there. I'm gonna go over here." No, you go up strong. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You 7 feet. Like, I don't care who's there. Like, you 7 feet. You're 7'1". They say it every time you're announced. You're 7'1", dog. Realize it. All right.
I appreciated that rant very much so.
I see no live.
You know I'm a Lowry believer, but on nights like that, where
don't call it what it is, man.
You see the evidence of his lack of physical dominance, where he just doesn't want to be physical. You're like, man, why do I believe in this kid? Like, why? It's like,
hold on, maybe. Go ahead, man.
I just, I believe in the talent, it's something like, think back to it. Our guy Kendall Gill, man, it was like, I think it was like season 1 of Outsiders. And it was still kind of early on. And, Lowry had some play where I was like, "Yeah, Lowry!" And Kendall just looked over me and just kind of like rolled his eyes. And I was like, "What was that, Kendall?" And he was like, "Man, that kid's soft." And I was like, "No! I mean, you're probably right, but please explain."
Take that back.
Not that Matt said finisher with a lowercase f. Yeah, that's another way to describe it.
Let me check in with John. John, what's going on in the game, man?
Dude, Porzingis sucks dick.
Are they still down 4?
Down 7. He single-handedly, he turnover, split free throws, turnover. Can't do. He's 1 from 7 from deep. He's garbage, man. That contract is gonna be bad.
What is he on right now, contract wise?
$250 Supermax.
Oh,
not Supermax. Yeah. I think just max. But it's like $250 million or something.
$250 million.
That much?
Wow.
They maxed him out.
Sheesh.
Oh my goodness.
And like
Woo.
it is, and like Michael Porter Jr. has hit like 7 threes or something.
Oh wow.
I mean, he like Porzingis has been trash dollars.
Trash dollars.
Dollars.
That's an awesome
Not
name.
that Mets and the Unicorn and Lowry are the same person.
Honestly,
Yeah.
let's trade him. Let's go.
You mean like just swap them? Lowry for Chris
Yeah.
Stops?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that.
yeah. You can throw in Denzel. Let's do it.
This Denzel?
If we throw in Denzel, then I want Powell.
The Denzel who just traveled?
No,
Give me Powell. Why can't I have Powell? You don't even like Powell.
but KP's been an all-star. Give us Otto. How about that for contracts?
Okay, so Lowry and Otto for KP and Powell.
No,
Can I get Powell?
KP.
I still can't get Powell. Come on, man. You gotta give me Powell.
Everyone has COVID on our team, but we're still playing games. And like the Grizzlies, like we're COVID, no one has it, and they're like, we got to cancel 7 games for you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it at all. We've been playing with like, it just makes no sense.
This is horrible.
Like 5 maps have been out since January 6th.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a long time.
That's a long ass time.
It's a long time, bro.
It's like
Oh
it's gonna end up being like 15 games or something. That's like
Yeah,
a fourth of the season.
Jason Tatum's really good.
I think I'm thinking Tatum.
Tatum.
Yeah, I like Jaylen Brown. I like Jaylen Brown so much, man.
Yeah.
I
Did
really
you
like
see
his game.
insanely, ridiculously efficient night the other night
Yeah.
where he had 33 in 19 minutes?
Hey,
How
that's insane.
How did he do that?
How did he do that? There's no way to describe because it's never been done before in NBA history.
Gentlemen, by the way, we just got a message from our man behind the curtain. Shout out to C-Dub.
Man
He is
behind the
the
curtain.
fourth one of us in this little adventure we're doing this season. Who just let us know, confirmed, we are also now live streaming on Facebook this evening.
Hello,
So-
Facebook.
If you're watching this on Facebook Live, shout out to all of you. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Welcome in.
Hello,
We are
there.
the Bulls Outcasts. This is the Stretch 4, where we watch the fourth quarter of Bulls games and then do a post-game show. I'm Matt. That's John. That's Big Dave.
This is not water.
Hey, neither is this.
No. I got shoveling to do later, baby. I got to get prepared.
Got to put that drunk coat on for some late night shoveling.
Hey, man, this is my extra blanket of warmth when I walk outside. I got to be ready.
I dig it. Ooh, T. Foolery just said that Jaylen Brown is taking Levine's All-Star spot this season. Now, there's a nice and spicy conversation, Carter.
That is.
I mean,
Probably.
That's a spicy meatball.
Yeah.
That's a spicy meatball.
I would object to that further and make the case for Zach, but tonight I don't want to because Zach is a turnover machine tonight and he's pissing me off.
Dude, everybody is just horrendously
Oh
bad
my
tonight.
God. Are you
Because-
kidding me with that?
He hit that.
Was that Carson Edwards? Yeah. Oh my God.
Good gosh.
What?
Carson Daly hit that. Get out of here.
Can
The
we
worst.
stop the fouling of the 3-point shooters?
Garrett Temple leads our team in that, and then he's just trickling it down. And I don't understand why.
It's always him.
You know what else I know about Garrett Temple? He does not pass the ball on a fast break. If he's
No.
got the ball, he's
No.
going up.
And
I've
It's a
noticed
turnover.
But no. For the most part, his transition 2-on-1s where he just keeps the ball, he's been very efficient and just laying it in.
that. Yeah.
Shying
it's
away from
smart.
contact, using his body to shield from the defender
It's
who's
smart.
chasing him and laying it in. That one tonight, though, where it was a 3-on-1, and he just got swatted. I was like, okay, yeah, that was bad.
Swatted. Yeah, he's like, nope, not passing. Going up.
Uh,
I'm not saying that as a complaint because, like you just said, it's been working, but it's gonna hurt you sometime at some time,
But-
and it did tonight.
I do appreciate him just not. Oh man, Zach is having a tough night. Couldn't even get that to go.
Oh,
I do
goodness.
appreciate not overcomplicating things. It's like if you have at least a defender is chasing you in a fast break opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
just go. Just lay the ball in. You're a professional basketball player. If you have
Yeah.
half a stride
Thank you.
in
Thank you.
transition, dribble, layup. Done.
Dribble,
Over.
dribble,
Compared to
layup.
some of these
Wait, how's it go again?
Some of these kids out here who are like, oh yeah, I want to be flashy or make some crazy pass in a 2-on-1 situation, and they fuck it up. How often did we? I'm sorry, men. They're not children. They're not kids. They're men, young men. How many just laughably pathetic failboat fast breaks have we had to watch for the Bulls over the last several years?
Most of them.
Because they don't know how to run a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 or a 3-on-1 or, God forbid, a 4-on-1.
They did it on a 4-on-1 I remember that.
The Bulls
I remember
have
that.
managed to mess up a 4-on-1 fast break.
Oh my God, I remember that.
I saw it. I remember it.
I remember that.
It. God, it was 4-on-1, and they still couldn't score. I guarantee you, Gustavo's got the clip. I guarantee it. He's got the clip.
I'm sure.
Man, dude, 4-on-1. Good God.
What is your favorite fast food?
Favorite fast food.
Favorite burger fast food.
Okay. Of the main
like
joints?
it's like In and Out because like we live in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like
right, yeah.
that you can get here.
What a burger?
Of the
Oh man,
jokes.
That'd be a great answer.
I mean,
but like yes, that's wrong.
Of the big three, I'm taking Wendy's for sure.
I think I'm taking Sonic
because in addition to good burgers, Wendy's chicken sandwiches between the big three are by far the best.
Oh, yeah, but that's not burgers though.
But you said a burger.
I meant like
I'm taking Wendy's burgers and I'm also taking
fair.
Wendy's chicken sandwiches.
Over Whopper? Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I love Whopper so much.
They used to be great.
I'm going Sonic. I like Sonic. No.
Yeah, Chris and Lakina chiming into the comments, obviously both saying Portillo's, duh. That was where I was going to go before you said burgers. Because, like, technically Portillo's also makes burgers, but it's like, if you go to Portillo's for a burger, like, dude,
Portillo's are...
Wait, what are you supposed to go to Portillo's for?
Italian beef and giardiniera.
Come on, man.
That's it?
Cheesecake.
I mean, maybe a beef combo, but yeah, the beef's and the dogs.
Oh, man, I would love to go through a drive-thru.
And the cheese fries and the cake shakes.
I can't wait to go through a drive-thru with you and make you so angry.
Dude, do you recall when we were all on Twitter interacting with our buddy Mike Dice over at NBC, and it was like he did he like avoided mentioning us and something about Bulls coverage at NBC, and we pretended to be offended, and he was like, "I'll make it up to you. I'll get you guys Portillo's the next time we're at the office." When we thought we'd still be in the office,
you know what? He knew. Oh my God, Denzel. He knew exactly.
Oh, for sure. But I remember seeing your Portillo's order, Big Dave. Like, that is the whack as shit is Portillo's order I have ever seen in my life. It was like a fish sandwich and a piece of strawberry.
Baby. Yes.
What is this?
Wait, did Lowry?
You know where you're going?
Did Lowry and Zach both hit 400 threes in this game?
They did. Yes.
In this game.
That's insane.
Yeah. They did. They sure did.
Has it ever happened ever in the history of the NBA? Ever? Never?
It's a good question.
That's never happened, right?
That's a very good question, actually.
For teammates to hit that threshold in the same game? Yeah, probably not.
Oh, you know what? Yep, my friend reminded me as far as fast food places. And you guys probably never been here, but Doc's Fish, get a fish wish with cheese. That's what I grew up on, bro. Like that's a special place. Yeah, Southside. That's a special place. Doc's. And everybody, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about.
And it's only fish?
It's only fish. Doc's only serves fish. Get you a fish wish with cheese, man. Ooh, straight. You good to go after that one, boy. Get you a boy. That joint is serious. What is the Chipotle count? It's fast food.
No.
I'd say that's like borderline fast food.
It's not fast food. Fast food that's good for you.
I mean, you can't get Chipotle through a drive-through, can you? I've never seen a Chipotle drive-through.
I think there is one in the burbs, but like burbs don't count.
Yeah, Lakina, Doc Shrimp are amazing. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Brown chicken.
It tastes better.
I still don't buy the Celtics. No.
What don't you buy?
I don't think they're better than the Sixers or the Heat or the Bucks.
Or the Heat? Really?
Oh my gosh, the Heat are
Yeah,
trash.
the Heat aren't good.
We have all and like they're missing
still
some
believe in
pieces because of COVID, but we learned quickly that the bubble was a fluke.
They're going to get Oladipo.
that,
They're going
you know-
to trade or something. Like they have so much. I just believe in they'll be able to make it. They always have a team. They always have a squad.
Yeah.
Oh, Lowry
Oh,
again! Oh, that was bad. That was bad. I shouldn't have gotten excited.
Oh my God.
Adam said, how many charges has Thad taken this year? All of them. He has taken all of the charges.
All of them.
Dude,
Everyone.
between he and Archie would headline the all NBA charge taking team.
Yeah, Archie was built for that. He's built for a charge.
I mean, and we all know who that team's coach would be.
For charges? Oh.
The all NBA charge taking team? Who's that team's coach?
Jerry Sloan? Phil Jackson?
Come on now.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm confused.
Rocking them next.
Wait, John, who is this that he's doing?
Captain Kirk. Come on.
Okay. All right. The rec specs did not help me at all. Like that didn't help.
That was MacGuffin.
Oh God, oof, man.
Wait, both have eight
Exactly.
free throws. They're 2 for 8 for free throws for the entirety of this game.
That's crazy. Oh,
In an
nice.
No. Oh yeah, free throws. Yeah,
The
free
whole
throws.
game, 8 free throw attempts, 2 made. The whole
That was their mark at half.
the whole time.
So that means they haven't taken a free throw in the
The
second
whole time
half.
of this basketball game, they've only 8 times they made 2 of the 8. That's so.
That is abnormal.
That's true.
Because the Bulls came in tonight ranked 6th in the NBA with just over 80% makes from the free throw line.
Because I know
It
Gafford.
makes,
with
but what
his
about
first-
attempts? How many did they attempt?
Oh, I don't know about attempts. That was conversion percentage.
Everyone's pretty good free throw shooter. Free throw shooter.
Free throw. Let your fro free.
Surprisingly not. I mean, the Bulls rank 6th at 80.2% coming into tonight. So 24 teams in the league aren't even hitting 80% of their free throws. 24. The majority of teams do not hit 80% of their free throws.
I wonder what the trend is. You know, everyone talks about. I wonder if it's gotten worse or better or the same over the years.
I saw when I was looking this up the other day, the 2019-20 Phoenix Suns at like 83.9% have one of the top 3 highest NBA team percentage at the free throw line in the history
So it's
of
the
the league.
same.
At 83.9.
Wow. I mean, they're so good. Devin Booker does not miss a free throw. He's like staggeringly efficient.
Man, he's good. Shout out to Phoenix for just being good. Shout out to Monty Williams.
Although, man, they were in that close game that that double OT game against Denver over the weekend that they lost, and CP3 had some ghastly possessions down the stretch of that game, and it made me happy.
Me too.
Because fuck that guy.
I hate
John. I'm gonna need your all old team one day.
Of who's old?
Your starting 5, like your all old team.
Who's still playing?
Yeah. Who's still playing? I need your all old team.
I mean, Embiid's in there for the front court. KP's up there now. He's 25. I'm so mad right now. It's crazy. I want trade him. Trade him for Lowry. Do it.
Oh my god! It just said Embiid. Is Otto Porter Jr. on your all old team?
No, he is because he's also 27, but I think he's 1,000 years old. He acts like he's like a month away from retirement. He's like, I better not push it every time.
Yeah. Like he's Danny Glover.
Yeah, ooh, I better not, My back's been real weird. I'll come off the bench. I'm a captain. Like, I don't know. Jim, you figure it out. Put Wayne Selden in or someone. Like, put Jakar in. I gotta rest.
Jakar, yeah, let's get Jakar in there one day. I need a break. I'll never forget that, man. The man came back after surgery and the team captain and was like, I'm coming off the bench. I was like, what?
You guys got this. I can't help with all this.
Oh my gosh, man. Lakina says over 30, John.
Over 30, all old? Well, Chris Paul, this is a great question.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because LeBron's not on the old team. Like,
I wouldn't put LeBron on there.
Yeah, even though he's really old is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who's on it? Paul Millsap.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. One.
He's on it. Horford, obviously, but he's not playing right now.
Oh, Horford. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
He's all old.
I didn't think of Horford.
JJ Redick's on all old team.
Dude, that dude's been 26 for a long time.
He's a member of the media, but he still plays. And it's very weird. I'm also like, oh, you play, but I think of you as like a commentator.
Right.
I didn't catch it. If you guys said this already, did you say Jared Dudley?
Jared Dudley! Oh, God, yes!
That's the captain of the old team.
Oh, yes, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, wow.
He was 03, right? Draft class of 03, right? From
Dudley?
Boston College?
Was he?
I think he was. I think it's so funny that Luke Walton was LeBron's like Luke Walton coached against LeBron and they were in the same draft class.
Yeah. What about? Oh, it's a shame he just retired, but otherwise, dude, Zach Randolph, definitely.
Jamal Crawford, Zach Randolph would have been great.
Like Jared Dudley is 2007 NBA draft.
Drafted.
Really?
I mean, he was the 22nd pick.
I'll never get over it. In Dirk's last game, Jamal Crawford had like 52 points.
Yes, he did. How did you feel? Like, did you feel like it ruined that for you?
No, because it was anyone but Jamal Crawford. Because it's like he's also old. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I kind of loved it. And like Dirk had like 33 or something. Like it wasn't like he didn't. It wasn't like he was like playing D on him.
Well, we got names coming in. Let's say Mark Gasol, Denzel Valentine.
Oh my God!
I mean, technically, Powell hasn't officially retired yet, right? So you got to put Powell ahead of
him. And JJ Brea just signed for a Spanish team.
Oh wow, he's still going.
Oh my God, we fouled him again shooting threes.
Good God!
How?
Kyle Lowry.
How?
40 seconds left.
Good God!
My God.
Lowry.
Kyle Lowry.
He feels like a guy who's been 1,000 all the time.
Yeah.
Haslam.
Andre Iguodala.
How do we not think of Haslam?
Yeah, Trenton Haslam. Yeah, good point. Yeah, great job, Gustavo. You're right.
And Haslam and Dudley are the two old teams.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris said Tyson Chandler.
He's on old. He still plays.
I think he's on somebody's bench, isn't he?
He was with Phoenix last year, wasn't he?
He's on somebody's bench.
What are teams? So me and my Suns fans are doing this. Like, who are Bulls players that like other teams could claim as like Rodman? I think would be a good example. Like the Pistons could claim him as like a Piston. I think he's a Bull.
Right.
We call it shared custody players.
For me, he's a Piston.
Steve Nash.
He's weird. It's 50-50 with Rodman.
Steve Nash is a son.
Yeah,
but it's shared custody.
Right.
But it's shared custody with the man.
I always think of him first paired with Dirk.
That makes me feel good. That makes me feel
I think of Phoenix first.
I
always think of Phoenix first.
Like, it's weird because like my son's friend and I, we're getting mad. Like we're fighting over custody over Marion.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you're probably right. Like I think he'll go down as a son. But like he is. But other Bulls players who are like shared custody players with other teams.
Right. I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is Denzel definitely being a Spartan and not a Bull. That's the first one I could.
It's not even. He sure cuts with not even a protein.
Oh god, it's over.
Yikes!
Woo!
It's
over. We did it.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's the end of that chapter. 119-103. Bulls fall to the Celtics, dropping their second straight after a nice little 3-game winning streak. This is the Bulls Outcasts and the Stretch 4. I am Matt. That's John. That's Big Dave. Shout out to everybody watching on Hot Mic, on that BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel, and maybe some of y'all out there on the Facebooks tonight. What's up? Throw us your comments and questions. We'll chat with you a little bit. Just a reminder, if you always, or as always, if you want to join the show with us, share some thoughts on tonight's game, anything on your mind, you can join the broadcast with us for a small donation to us Outcasts. In addition to that, all tips are always welcome and appreciated. Gentlemen, this was an amalgamation of a lot of the grossness and repetitiveness of this Bulls season so far. We saw sloppy basketball. We saw that sloppy basketball lead to the Bulls digging themselves a hole against a quality opponent, giving that opponent fast break points, points off turnovers, points off of second chance opportunities because the Bulls couldn't rebound the ball. The offense just kind of fell apart, and kudos to them for fighting back like they did against the Lakers, but this one never really felt like a winnable game. You know, like it was never as big of a deficit as the Lakers deficit, but it just looked like another game where the Bulls ran into a team that's like a real team and we're not a real team.
Well, first of all, let's take a second to appreciate Matt Peck's vocabulary right there with the amalgamation. Like that's impressive. That's impressive stuff. And yes, everything he said is correct. That was a horrible thing to watch. And when you're playing against the best of the best, this is why you want to play against them, because you want to find out where you are as a team. And we're finding out exactly where we are as a team. We're good enough to maybe compete for an AFC in a play-in game, but we're not good enough to get out of the first round, to make it an actual series, or something like that in the first round. Because we're playing against these elite teams, man. And it was just so frustrating to watch. Honestly, I didn't like anybody tonight. Like everybody, y'all know I love everyone, and I didn't like anybody tonight.
Dude,
I'm sorry, John.
Come on, man. Thad Young, 16, 9, and 9. One rebound and one assist away from his first ever career triple-double.
I don't care. I don't care. I hated everyone, and he was doing it off the bench. Yeah, great. I'm still watching him turn the ball over. I'm still watching fast breaks that's not working. I'm watching Zach LaVine look like, the Zach LaVine of last year. Like, I'm going to score 30. I have to take over, and that means I'm going to turn the ball over. And that's what we saw. I saw Kobe White still looking terrible tonight. I saw Daniel Gafford. He didn't even score, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't even have a point tonight. He was terrible tonight. I saw Lauri Markkanen, even though he was 18-6, he was terrible. He was not good tonight. Watching him forget he's 7 feet tall is completely frustrating. Like, it's completely frustrating watching him do that. So, yeah, honestly, it was nobody. I was just like, man, this guy played great tonight. Oh, okay, I can hang my hat on that. No, Patrick Williams, even though he's a rookie, he didn't look good. Satoransky was just pedestrian. I mean, everybody was bad tonight. Everybody got shown out, and it was bad tonight. And I'm glad this game was over. I really am.
I mean, let's forget about this game as soon as possible. This is one of those weird games where it's like, I don't know what to take from it. Like, it's like, don't even look at tape. Just go have a good night's sleep. Wash your hands. Because, I mean, this was just, they did not want to win this. They felt like from the jump.
I
mean,
yeah. I don't think they didn't want to win it. I think, but like Dave said, that they just looked like asleep in the first half. And to say that there's nothing to take away from this game, though, John, and one of those games that you just throw in the trash, I do think that there are certain things that you can glean from this game. First of all, and I'm sorry to do it to you, Big Dave, but I think the start Daniel Gafford experiment, the movement, whatever you want to call it, I'm ready to move on.
And that's all right.
I think
that's fine.
Like we all wanted to see it.
You see it.
We've we've seen it against two pretty good teams, so didn't do Gafford any favors. But I think we talked about how he can be efficient as a bench player, how he can go to work, bringing his energy, his spark, his block shots, crashing the boards, going for lobs and pick and rolls. As a bench piece, that is a useful thing to have. As a starter, and John, you might roll your eyes at this, in that Lakers game and the Celtics game tonight, a lot of the little things about Wendell are apparent when he's not there.
Yes. We're talking about 2 C students. I agree with you. Like 1 C minus, 1 C plus. Go the C plus one's getting better grades. I agree. It's these people that are like, oh, where's all the start? Where's all the Gafford stands? Like, I don't know, dude. He didn't get hurt in practice from friendly fire. He was smart enough not to get hurt in practice. So I don't know. That's a skill, right? Like,
oh god.
So like, I don't think, and I would say this shouldn't even count against the Gafford starting because we never had him when we had Felicio backing him up, or we have that as the center. Like, let's actually see how it works with Wendell playing. But yeah, Wendell should probably be the starter. But also, when we were losing games, it was weird to not see it.
The other thing that I think I'm taking away from this game, and shout out to Johnny in the comments who said, Kobe has got to be the sixth man. Just let him be Lou Williams. Chuck, start Sato to actually run an offense. Okay, Kobe White, another rough night. 5 points on 2 of 6. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Kobe was a ghost tonight. A ghost. And I know we've talked about which version of Kobe do you want to see? Do you want to see the lights out shooter who can also just drive and get to the basket with his quickness and his agility like we saw as a rookie? Or are we trying to force this, let's make Kobe a point guard thing down our throats and down his throat? We have seen some games this season where Kobe has excelled in that role. And maybe his shot's not falling, but he's racking up assists and getting his teammates involved. In my opinion, we haven't seen it consistently. And it speaks largely to not just Kobe, but that starting unit not having anyone who is a facilitator. Because guess what? We've also praised Zach for his uptick in assists. And before this last stretch of a couple of bad games, he had 6 or more assists in like 9 of 10 games. Good for him. Tonight, we saw the bad Zach, who had 5 first-half turnovers. 5 first-half turnovers. He and Kobe. We see the good, we see the bad.
Yeah.
But this starting unit needs a facilitator, a true facilitator, and they don't have one. After an atrocious offensive night when it came to sharing the ball against the Lakers, the Bulls did have 28 assists tonight on 41 baskets. That's pretty decent. And then you look and see that, of those 28 assists as a team, 9, 12, 14, 20, 21 of them came from the bench. 21 of your team's 28 assists came from a bench comprised of like combo forwards and a power forward who's 35 years old. That's not a good sign.
No. But here's the thing, Matt, and this is what people gloss over here. When you talk about the good and the bad, nobody stays there when it's good, but everybody jumps on it when it's bad. You understand? Like everybody, when it's good and it's going well, everybody's like, well, solid game tonight. He did good. Let's move on. Let's get to the next one. When it's going bad, it's remove everyone. Instead, start over and let's do this. You want to go with Sato? Cool. Sato was 1 of 7 tonight shooting. Like, we understand that. Like, I understand he can pass the ball. He had 6 assists.
I get Sato's that. Answer.
I understand he can pass the ball. I get that. That's fine. But you didn't lose this game because of passing. You didn't score. Yeah, and when you got a guy out there, when teams can cheat off of you and leaving you wide open and you can't hit the shot, it's going to hurt your team. That's what hurts you more. It wasn't the fact that Kobe wasn't facilitating. It was the fact he wasn't scoring. That's what hurts you more than actually passing the basketball. So he needs more. He needs to be better at what he does best, which is putting the ball into the bucket. That's what he's supposed to do best. So if he's not doing that best, he's going to look like trash out there.
But see, I think that some people, like our friend Johnny in the comments, are suggesting that they agree with you that scoring Kobe is the best Kobe.
That's a good
So
point.
let him do that in a Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, sixth man kind of role.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. I hear that point. Here's the thing. I've seen Satoransky start before. I've seen it. We watched it. And and you got the same stat line every night, didn't you? You got 5 points, you got 3 rebounds, you got 5-6 assists. That's what
I really want to quickly counter that with we've seen Sato start under Coach Jim Boylan. We have not seen Sato start with Billy Donovan's offense.
Great point. When I saw Kobe White playing under Jim Boylan, I saw 3 straight games of 30 points. I saw that also. Like when he actually got comfortable, he went ahead and he scored. And I saw that. And I said, okay, this is the dude that should be in there. Listen, I know Sato's a solid basketball player. I get that. Sato is not a starting point guard. He's not a starting point guard.
And
he's a great facilitator. If you give me a better facilitator than that, I am with you. I promise you. I am with you. But it ain't going to be Satoransky, bro.
And I used Johnny's jumping off point that included the comment about swapping in Sato to the starting lineup. My point was the larger problem of the starting unit doesn't have a
the
starting unit doesn't have any.
We agree on that. We definitely agree on that.
If you can find something better than Kobe and Sato, that would be ideal. John, what do you
agree.
think?
Like, guys, we got to stop trying to figure. We have 5 different things of salt, and we're trying to cook. Like, these aren't the ingredients. Like, let's stop trying to figure out the lineup of these when half the people aren't going to be here. Let's just enjoy the ride, because we drafted Kobe when we had Zach. He's not a point guard. Like, we have Wendell and Lowry that are apparently 2 stretch bigs. Like, we have a team that doesn't make sense, and we know this. So when we scream at each other of what should happen, why? So we can like lose by 7? Like, it's like we have to like just take a step back and realize, sure. I mean, if Satoransky is what we're screaming about, like, go outside, run around the block, because it's Thomas Satoransky. Like, again, this drives me nuts. He's fine. I agree. Let's try Kobe, because I do agree. I think Johnny's point is Kobe's not being Kobe. It's a less like punishment and more of like, no, Kobe, we'll send you that. Do what you need to do, which I like.
Right.
Which I actually kind of agree with. Who do you start? Temple? Fine, great. Let's try it. Let's get weird. That's Billy. Come on, let's get weird.
John, I think Josh would be in your camp, because he said in his comment, we just aren't anywhere near as talented as the 2 teams we just played, and the talent we have doesn't fit. That seems like kind of the same point.
We have 7 elbows.
Like,
we have 7 elbows and no lungs. Like, it's weird. We're just we're a weird, grotesque body.
And Denzel is 6 of those 7 elbows.
Thank God for him, though.
I mean, can we talk for a second? I don't want to harp long on him, because he had a classic Denzel night. He does something good, and then he does something that makes you say, what the actual fuck are you doing? Because he knocked out a couple of good threes tonight. He had that one full court bounce pass that was like a classic Denzel pass. We were like, wow, that guy's got great court vision. But then that one like floater from like the left elbow that he tried to hit that like actually just crashed through the windshield of a parked car on Ogden.
Oh, wow.
Like, what?
Shout out Ogden.
Where? Shout out Ogden Avenue.
Hey.
What?
This is what disturbs me about, and this is what disturbs me about Denzel Valentine and his game on this team, because he is a good passer. He definitely has a good IQ, and he definitely can shoot the 3. What disturbs me is there's an argument that he's the best passer on the team. That
Stacey keeps saying that
he's top 2 in IQ, top 2 or even top 3 in IQ. That disturbs me, because if that's the case, your team isn't awesome. And that's what disturbs me more than anything. Okay, he can be all those things, but if he's the best one at it, then we in trouble. That's the problem I have.
Right. If the guy who drives and tries to dish in midair like he's Allen freaking Iverson,
yes,
but actually just throws the ball out of bounds, is the highest IQ player on your team, you're right, Dave. That's the problem.
It's an issue, dog. It's an issue. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. And John's right. Like this season, we're just figuring stuff out. You're getting weird, and you're trying to figure out what fits and what doesn't. So you're gonna see these kind of things, man. And that's why I like AK and Eversley so much, because they're up there watching and taking notes and writing stuff down, and they're like, okay, we see what this is. We see what this is. And when the trade deadline gets closer, we'll have a clearer picture of what they feel about this team and the talent that's here.
100%. We got to stop yelling about lineups at each other. We just have to, because they might fade for Cade. Fade for Cade, guys. Like they might trust the process, guys. We have to trust the process.
We got to trust it, man. You got to trust the process.
It worked.
Trust the process.
It worked.
It worked. It worked. It worked. That's the thing. It happened.
Speaking of trust the process, you guys talked about this a little bit. I am curious, before we get to our last segment where we're going to apparently play a new game that Big David
I'm so excited.
Might be fun.
I cannot wait.
But you were saying earlier tonight, John, that you don't trust these Celtics necessarily more so than some of the other contenders in the Eastern Conference. And that's how I have always felt about the Sixers. The Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons Sixers, I do not trust them come playoff time. I would put my money on this Celtics team before I would put it on those Sixers. And assuming normal circumstances and not a bubble, I would put my money on these Celtics ahead of Jimmy and the Heat.
I think that's fair.
I think where do you see this Celtics team stacking up as far as do they make it to the conference finals? Do they make it out of the East? Assuming Tatum, Brown, Kemba, all the complementary pieces are there, because to me they look like a team that might actually be the best team in the East right now.
I mean, aren't they they were first for a while? I think that's fair. I could see the Sixers haven't done anything to. I think both the Celtics and the Sixers haven't had the moment where they've shown that they can hit the big shots and win. I'm waiting for Tatum and Brown. To me, it's Jalen seems to be more reliable in clutch situations in playoff times. I'm just waiting for them to either have all these assets, make the piece. Kemba wasn't the answer. And so that's why I just don't know who the guy is. And if we're going by talent, I think Jalen and Tatum are worse than Simmons and Embiid. That's all. And they're worse than Middleton and Giannis. I mean, if you're just going top two, they might even be slightly better than Jimmy and Bam, but it's that's all it is. And so I still don't know. I'm waiting for them to get another piece, because they still have ties. Still a lot of guys that I'm how are you guys playing this many minutes? And so I think you're right, and to not trust the Sixers. I mean, to be fair,
Tice is starting at center for them, and he played 28 minutes tonight. And by the way, was a super efficient 8 of 12 for 19 points, and made the Bulls defense look silly on multiple occasions.
I don't think he does that against Embiid and Giannis.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens against a front court.
Completely agree.
John, Big Dave, what about you? How do you see these East teams stacking up right now at the top?
I mean, it's hard for me to say anybody's better than the Nets. But record-wise, yes. You're going to go with record-wise and how it looks right now, of course, you're going to go with other teams. But in the end, guys, it's going to be the Nets.
You're right,
all right.
Dude. You're right.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the Nets. You're not James Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. That's what it's going to be. And they're going to make some more trades and get some other players in there to shore up, and cure what.
Got to shore up that defense.
You're going to cure what ails you. They're going to make some moves, and that stuff is going to happen. But yeah, as of right now, as a composed, Boston, looks amazing. Philly with Embiid is having an MVP type season right now, man. And that's something I've been wanting him to have for years, because God, he's been frustrating to me. So I appreciate Doc Rivers and whatever he's doing over there, because he put a fire under him, man, with his guys coming out. And it's oh yeah, I am the best big man in the game. I should be doing this kind of things like this. Yes, I'm so glad he's recognizing. You can't forget about the Bucks, of course. Their offense has gotten better, but not Embiid, but Giannis still can't shoot a jump shot. So it's hard for me to go with them, because he hasn't figured out how to shoot yet. And if I could just do that, then you're not going to win. But and then if I'm telling you to have your team beat me, okay, I could go with that. But in the end, guys, like I honestly I can't just go against the Nets.
I think I now believe in the Celtics. I think you've talked me into it. I think I believe in them.
I hate it because I hate the Celtics and like the Sixers, like whatever. The entire sports town of Philly can go fuck itself. I've never been intimidated that they ever do. I hate Boston, but I hate Boston because they're always good.
Yeah,
I know.
They're always good. And dude, my money is on them right now. With that, Big Dave, you have an idea for a new segment that you would like to do?
Yes, Matt.
And I feel like it's a good night for it because the Bulls got walloped. And we're sick of talking about it. We've talked about it. Let's move on. Yeah. What is this segment that you want?
I appreciate your segue talking about the hate that you have for Philly and Boston, because that leads perfectly into what this segment is, ladies and gentlemen. This new segment is called Who Does Matt Hate? And what this segment is, I'm going to give Matt 3 questions. Okay. 3 questions, ladies and gents. And from those 3 questions, Matt is going to tell you which one of these people or which one of these teams or whatever I tell him, it's going to tell you which one he hates the most and why. John and I are going to try to decide who he's going to say is going to be the one he hates. Now, whoever loses between John and I is going to be neuralized. So that is what's going to happen.
So we're guessing.
So we're going to guess. Like, I'm going to give you the names. We're going to guess which one. And then Matt's going to tell us the answer and the reason why.
This is great.
If you both get it wrong, do you have to neuralize each other?
I have no problem with that. That's just what it's going to be. Like, that's just the rules. That's what it is. So
I love it. Yes. I'm ready to hate.
You're ready to hate. Matt is ready to hate. This is great. Let's do it. All right. The first question, Matt. Who does Matt hate more? Tom Brady or the Green Bay Packers? Oh, John, who do you think, sir?
Packers.
Packers, hands down?
Hands down. Because they're close to the corner. There's not like a great Chicago Bear quarterback that like Brady was knocking off a pedestal. Like, you know what I mean? That operates. It's the Packers. It's the Packers. It's the Packers. Hands down.
I agree with you, but I really think it's a 7-game series. I think it's super duper close. John, I'm telling you, it's super close. That man hates Tom Brady with a passion that you usually reserve for love. Like, he has a hate for that man, dog. That is just insane. So I think it's close. But the things I've heard him tell me about Green Bay, it's just crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and go with you. I'm going to say the Packers. Matt, who do you hate?
You are both correct. But, Dave, you are also correct in that it is a 7-game series.
That's shocking to me.
The Packers and Brady. Because Dave knows, because anytime Big Dave brings up Tom Brady, I immediately throw hate right back at him. For a myriad of ways. And I can't fathom how Big Dave can love all of these things about Brady and the 6 rings and the 10 Super Bowls while ignoring all the others.
I never did.
And I know that plenty of celebrities / professional athletes have some dark things like tucked away in their closet, but his are just right out there in the open. Dude's team got caught cheating twice in the middle of their great dynasty. The guy's just like sucking Trump's butt for the last 4 years. Like, really? This is the guy that we're all cowtailing to on his way to his 10th Super Bowl? Fuck him. Fuck Tom Brady. That being said, I am a Chicago suburbs, born and raised Chicago sports fan through and through. I was born in 1987, 14 months after the Bears won their one and only Super Bowl. I have not seen the Bears hoist the Super Bowl trophy in my lifetime. And every single freaking year, I have to watch my beloved Bears. These guys right back here. That team, Walter Payton, framed. 85 Bears signed that. There's Buddy Ryan right there beneath Walter Payton getting carried off the field at Super Bowl 20.
That will be the founding fathers team.
I have not seen it. And you know why I haven't seen it? The Green Bay
Fucking
goddamn
Ben
Packers.
Franklin,
That's
dude.
why.
That's
My childhood, I had to watch Brett Favre beat my football team. My adolescent years and now into my adult years, I've had to watch Aaron Rodgers beat my football team. On a grander scale, the entire state of Wisconsin can go fuck itself. I hate the Packers more than anything in this world.
that was.
Oh. Oh my God, that was everything I hoped it would be.
That was so good. I love that segment.
That was best. That was the best. All right, let me go to the next one, man.
There's more.
I got another one.
I'm spent.
I got another one for you. I got two more for you.
Oh, two more. Okay, we gotta go. Let's go.
All right, Jim Boylan
You said his
or
name.
C. Red Fred.
Boylan.
Oh, that's
It's gonna
okay.
go Boylan. I'm gonna say Boylan.
Yes,
Boylan.
I'm gonna say it's a gentleman.
Boylan, and this
And
it's not
I'm
even close.
gonna say-
C. Red Fred. It's like you hate influenza. You don't hate mosquitoes. You know what I mean? Like you don't hate some. C. Red Fred isn't worthy of the hate of Matt Peck. That's
Fair. I agree with you. I'm not even going to waste time with it. Matt, please. Who do you hate more?
I won't waste time with it either. I like to jab Fred on Twitter, mostly because he's just wrong and has bad takes all the time and refuses to ever acknowledge that he's wrong. Which, as someone who is actually never wrong, drives me crazy. He who must not be named.
yes.
Truly made so many Bulls fans hate themselves in addition to hating him. We all hated our lives as Bulls fans for the past better part of 2 seasons because of that man. I have love in my heart for Fred. He's a good dude. I enjoy his company when we hang out. He is jovial. He is friendly. He has a good heart. He is a good person. I enjoy poking at him, but he is a good person. That other guy can go fuck himself.
All right.
I love this.
All right.
I love this.
So we're tied up. We're tied up here. We're 2-2. I think this is the tiebreaker. Here we go. LeBron James or Dwayne Wade? Who does Matt hate more, John? Who do you think Matt hates more?
This is the hardest one.
Yes. This is hard.
I zigged and zagged 5 times in my brain right now. And there's something about Dwayne Wade stealing money from like coming here and just stealing money. There's something about that. I think I think Peck would pick Wade, even though he hates LeBron. Like I want to be clear. Like, and I understand the hate for LeBron, but that's like you hate your adversary. Like there's like an honor to that hate. But Wade came in and just like mucked it up and then just robbed the calls from inside the house. So that's my answer.
I mean, and I'm looking in the comments. I mean, yeah, the people, they're 50-50 in the comments right now.
God.
I almost want to go push, to be honest with you. Like, this is close, man. Oh, man. I'm going to, you know what? For the sake of just going the other way, I'm gonna say LeBron just to go the other way. In my heart, I believe it's Wade because that man hates Wade. I mean, he sees his face. He turns colors when he sees his face. But his hatred for LeBron is on another level because there's no logic to it. It's just strictly hatred because he is like, what did he say? He's challenging the greatest of all time, which is Michael Jordan. And he does not want to see it. He hates it. He came on this show and was just like, I just want you to beat the Lakers because I want to watch LeBron lose.
But I don't think he's worried about LeBron. I think because of the finals record, LeBron in Matt's mind is never going to be close. Like it's not even there's no debate anymore. That's but I hear you. But that is the reason why I think it's like, not worried about him. Again,
you're right. I'm gonna take this other side though.
Like
there's some hate. There's some staunch hate for LeBron James.
That's clear.
Oh, it's disgusting. All right, Matt Peck, there it is. Tell us, who do you hate more?
Man, well, you weren't wrong when you were tempted to say push, because honestly, John, I thought you for a second there were talking me out of what I thought my answer was before you explained your reasoning for your answer. Because the D Wade using his hometown team just to stick it to the Heat thing really does piss me off a lot. And there are some Bulls fans who are like, well, that's not Wade's fault, that's Gar Paxson's fault. Yes, they were also dumb in that whole shenanigan that went down. But Wade knew what he was doing. He completely knew that Paxson and the whole lot of them were obsessed with this idea of making Dwayne Wade a Bull. And he turned around and fucked him in the butt for it and took all the money and ran for one pointless season where we made the 8th seed with a 500 season and a tiebreaker to get bounced in the first round. Great. I hate that. I hate it so much. But my hate for Wade grew exponentially in that whole saga. My hate for LeBron had been simmering long before that. Like, I always thought Wade was kind of a douche, but LeBron's douchery is on a completely different level in my opinion.
Wade is such a douchebag.
Like Wade is a douchebag, but Wade was a kid who was like a fun like college player at a small program like Marquette that's like scrappy and like, you know, the same Marquette team that birthed Jimmy Butler and a lot of underrated college players that go on to have great NBA seasons. The 2006 like Shaq Wade Heat, yeah, like okay, cool, they won a title. As a Bulls fan, I didn't hate them. As a Bulls fan, we got to watch our scrappy Nocioni Bulls bounce them out of the first round the following season when they were the defending champs.
Oh, there it is.
Like that never hurt me that much. LeBron, I hated that dude from the moment that he had the chosen one labeled on the cover of a sports magazine when he was 17 years old. And that's not his fault entirely. He did it. That is not his. And kudos to him for following through on all of those expectations. All of those expectations, he has met damn near every single one of them. But he did it with the biggest flare of douchebaggery I have ever seen. He like the prancing and the dancing, the interaction between him and a young Joakim Noah, where LeBron was dancing between his free throws, and Joakim was like, "Hey, dude, how about you just shoot your fucking free throws?" From that moment,
Jordan shot with his eyes closed.
Yeah, he was mine, John. He was our
douchebaggery, though.
Of the player on my
I know, but I'm saying like
of the player on my.
That's it. That's the answer. He beat your team.
And
that's it.
And that's not all. Did MJ flop?
He beat your team.
No, MJ was getting
he quit
out of him in a much more physical era of the NBA.
Quit for 2 years.
LeBron
bad
is like,
but
well, that's true.
LeBron is a
Murder.
6'8", 265-pound freight train, and he flops around the court like a French soccer player. That has always bugged me about LeBron. People always seem to give him a pass about that because he's LeBron. He whines anytime any call goes against his way. We saw it in the Bulls-Lakers game just the other night. He clearly traveled. The ref whistled him for a travel, and he threw his arms up in disgust. Like, how dare you call it travel on me, the great LeBron James? And the whole Heatles thing was the cherry on top of my hatred for that man.
So LeBron took something small and made it a big deal. Unlike Michael Jordan, who if someone sneezed in his direction, he would steal their mom's Social Security checks.
What?
Dwayne Wade is such a bigger douchebag. Gabriel,
that's not the
question. Saves so much of Dwayne Wade, but I think
true.
LeBron James should be a murderer based on the expectations put on him, and I'm shocked that he's not. Like, I think he should be a straight up evil supervillain, and I cannot believe he's not. Like, I don't. There's no scandal.
I think the expectations that were placed on him were insane, and I think by and large he has handled them fairly well, with producing on the court and not, like you said, going. But I do hate the complaining.
He does complain a lot.
He does flop. They put flopping in a video game because of LeBron James.
Yes. That's such a good point.
That's a thing. Like that happened. That's a thing.
You're right.
Oh,
and
Matt.
I mean, to hell with that guy. To hell with that guy. The Heat will bounce the Bulls out of the playoffs twice. The LeBron Cavs bounced the Bulls out of the playoffs 2 additional times beyond that.
It's the same. It's the pack. He's a one-man Packers.
Yes, he is the NBA version one man of I hate
Packers. This was amateur.
He beats my team a lot, and I think he's kind of a douchebag.
Well, there it is. Let me just say, this was everything I hoped it would be. That was awesome.
Such a great segment.
That was a brilliant segment. Come get your neuralizing. There you are. You have been neuralized.
Oh man, it even has the
sound effects too, baby. Not playing.
I thought I would like this game, but all it did was raise my blood pressure and make me mad. So,
I love it.
Let's never do this
once a week. We'll play it once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week, though. Once a month.
Pineapple on pizza or human trafficking.
Oh God. Seriously, I need to have a glass of warm milk and then go see a cardiologist. Oh my God.
The Headspace app, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta say.
It's a sponsored like
right
now.
It was pretty much all my fault.
It was all your
fault. That's
okay,
Dave.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave, for that wonderfully inventive game. Thank you to everyone who is still listening to this. Which has basically just been me yelling for the last 15 minutes. We are off on Wednesday. The Bulls-Grizzlies game has been postponed because the Grizzlies are contact tracing. That is the world we live in. So as of right now, that means the Bulls' next game on deck is not until Saturday, which is a lifetime from now and a damn shame. Saturday against the Blazers, currently scheduled for a 4 p.m. Central Time afternoon tip-off. So hopefully we will see you then. And the Bulls can hopefully work their way back into the win column as they finish tonight. 119-103 the final to the Celtics. They fall to 7-10 on the season. And Big Dave likes nobody in tonight's game. Just a reminder. He likes nobody. Big Dave Big Dave can dislike things just like I can. See?
We're the same.
See? I'm not always
we're the same.
For Big Dave and John, I'm Matt. Thanks for watching the Stretch 4 with the Bulls Outcasts. Have a great Monday evening and a great rest of your week. Hopefully, we will see you all on Saturday. Peace and love.